from God's Grace Bible Church here with you. I have another Grace Bite for you. It's a clip from Pastor David Reid of Columbus Bible Church in Columbus, Ohio. And in a recent message dealing with the parables, he gave some excellent pointers in this quick clip on how to prove all things. As 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 21 says, prove all things, hold fast to that which is good. And then followed up in Ephesians 5:10 says, proving what is acceptable unto the Lord. How do we do that? Well, stay tuned. Coming up next is Pastor David Reid.
Verse 14. Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. There's a trans-dispensational application here that let's talk about for a minute. Be very careful who you follow as a teacher. Everyone that is followed as a teacher, when someone follows them, they obviously think they know what they're teaching, right? Or else they wouldn't do it, right? No one says, you know, I picked this guy, he's great, he's so dumb. I mean, nothing he says makes sense. It's all confusing. I'm not sure he can read, but he's great. No one does that, right? They always follow someone that they think knows something, right? You know, obviously. But yet, are there blind leaders of the blind? Yes. There are. So what do you do to protect yourself? Let me make the point a different way. Have you ever heard anyone say, you know the great thing about my church? They don't teach the Bible. Everyone says their church teaches the Bible because at some point during an hour, someone quotes something, right? And so they say, my church goes by the Bible. Well, is it even intellectually possible that every church really goes by the Bible? They say different things. The only way that you can be safe is you have to prove all things, right? You have to verify. You have to test. You have to hear what is said, but then you have to check it out. And you have to go through that. And if you don't do that, what will happen is you will have people following false teachers and they just don't know it because they've never bothered to check. So I'm going to say one more thing on that. Proving all things is not watching another video. So what's become the common way of proving all things is, well, I watched the video and then YouTube recommended another one. And so I watched that one and they agreed. So I double checked. You realize how ridiculous that is, right? The way that you prove all things is you have to sit down, do your own study with your own Bible. It's not, I listened to one guy who's fallible and I listened to another guy who's fallible and they both said the same thing. Right? It's a lazy way to verify something.